Hi everybody, welcome to Scuba Diving Magazine. We're already halfway through 2023 and I was just thinking about some of the new fancy scuba diving equipment that's been released so far this year. So I was looking through scuba.com, who are the sponsor of today's video, at some of the coolest diving equipment that has been released so far this year. Starting off with the Atomic Aquatics TFX. So the TFX stands for Titanium Front Exhaust. As with the T3 regulator, the TFX first stage is made from solid titanium. So it's incredibly light, it's very strong, and it's also corrosion resistant. And it has a 5-port swivel turret for the best range of hose routing options. Despite being a piston first stage, it's factory sealed, and it's also freeze protected to prevent contaminants from getting inside of the first stage while still allowing ambient pressure to adjust the balancing as you change depth. The second stage, though, is the interesting part. The inhalation diaphragm has been dropped down and the exhaust valve is also mounted on the front instead of at the back like a traditional second stage. This has the amazing effect of reducing the work of breathing in more orientations, so whether you're looking up, down, swimming normally or whatever. So you might notice a change in a regulator's performance when you start to look up or when you're looking down in a traditional design. This eliminates that issue. TFX also has the seat-saving device technology that automatically puts the second stage into a storage mode when it's depressurized, and because of this, and a lot of other things, the TFX has a 3-year service schedule, so you only have to bring it in to get it serviced once every 3 years or 300 dives. The Apeks DSX is a beast of a dive computer that's primarily focused on the needs of a technical diver. Color screen, rechargeable battery, the DSX is inundated with features and alarms on the inside that would interest the most extreme divers. Dedicated side mount and rebreather modes, built-in GPS, which is pretty cool. You can plug in an oxygen analyzer into it to actually input your nitrox mixes directly into the DSX instead of having to type it in yourself. And you can connect up to 6 wireless air transmitters as well as your phone because it's got Bluetooth. So the DSX ticks every box except apnea if you're into your free diving, but it's more aimed at the extreme depth, like 40 meters plus. It's probably going to be a bit too feature rich and intimidating for new beginner divers. It'll certainly work at recreational depths or on just air dives, but there's going to be a lot of features that kind of recreational diver may never ever use because they only dive above 30 meters. But for technical divers, yeah, the DSX is a beast. The Peregrine is aimed at beginner divers. It's still a color screen dive computer with a rechargeable battery on the inside, but to keep costs down, Shearwater left a lot of the technical functions out of the Peregrine because that's not who it's aimed for. And in 2023, they introduced the Adventures versions that are more colorful versions of the popular Peregrine dive computer. As with most diving equipment, the Peregrine first came out in just standard black, and Shearwater now make the Peregrine in a white color with some teal detailing on the straps, as well as a slate gray with some orange detailing to give you a bit of choice. It's the same computer on the inside, aired nitrox gauge modes, easy to understand screen, and the menu structure in the Peregrine is just really nice and easy to get hold of and understand. And now the dive computer, you get a choice of colors for 2023. This year, Scubapro produced a range of wetsuit designs for both men and women in the more environmentally friendly neoprene alternative, Hylex. They went all out or all in into their Hylex. Instead of using petroleum or limestone neoprene, Hylex products are derived from renewable rubber tree forests that make the wetsuits better for the environment and better for you, because Yulex is more hypoallergenic compared to some others out there. And Scubapro, yeah, has gone all in when it comes to Yulex. They've released men's and women's steamers in 3, 5 and 7 mil thicknesses, neoprene shirts, pants, swimsuits, hooded vests for both men and women. They have the complete Yulex range, so no matter what you want, it's more environmentally friendly. The Rite Nomad Ray is a new side mount specific BCD made for the modern side mount diver. It has integrated weights, a reinforced spine to protect the bladder from scraping on overhead environments. It's a one size fits all harness, and it just has a ton of buoyancy behind you, enough for heavier steel cylinders and multiple cylinders for those longer dives. A bunch of color options lets you personalize the BCD straight out of the box instead of having to custom order it, and the customizability means that the Nomad Ray is suitable from your introductory side mount lessons to really advanced cave and wreck penetration dives. You can customize it to your heart's content. The form-fitting adjustable harness lets you fit hardware and weights wherever you want and wherever you need them, and the wraparound bladder minimizes your profile in the water, so it still gives you good trim, but you can fit through those smaller confinements. Scuba.com is your one-stop shop to find all of the top scuba diving brands, from the classic big brands like Aqualung, Atomic, Cressy Mares, Scubapro, as well as new and exciting brands, as well as having their online dive store that offers free shipping and a pressure-free fit guarantee, where if your suit doesn't fit you quite right, then Scuba.com will send you the next size and collect the wrong one free of charge. But yes, Scuba.com is far more than just a website full of shiny new diving equipment. They also have 2 dive shops, one near Newport Beach in California and the other on West 17th Street in Manhattan. Here you can try on and buy diving equipment, and Scuba.com also teaches scuba diving classes. They run guided scuba diving tours, they service diving equipment, and they have the Pacific Coast Dive Club if you want to join up and get some diving in. If you're in the market for some new scuba diving equipment, then head over to scuba.com. It's a really easy website to remember. It's literally scuba.com, or you can click on this link up here, or there's going to be the same one down in the description underneath this video. The second foray into diving masks for Apeks, the VX2, is made to be a tough diving mask, and you can see that from the get-go with a stainless steel and carbon fiber frame at the forefront of the mask. They've actually increased the field of view from the VX1 by 13%, so you get to see a bit more around you, and you can even swap out those pure clear lenses should anything happen to them. A new silicone skirt has a great fit thanks to a combination of thick and thin areas of silicone, so the mask maintains its shape whilst moulding around different face shapes and creating that sealing surface. The VX2 comes with its own zippered EVA case, so you have something to actually pack it safely inside, whether you're traveling or whether you're packing it away in storage. And it also comes with a neoprene mask strap, so if you've got longer hair, you can pick and choose between a standard silicone strap, which can get a little bit tangly, or a neoprene mask strap, which is a bit softer. The Mares Sirius is a watch-sized dive computer that you can wear day to day that has both recreational and technical features inside. A color screen and a rechargeable battery. It's really made to be your one and only dive computer with everything that most divers will ever need in a dive computer. It's got wireless area integration, a compass, you can pick and choose both the color of the strap, and you can pick and choose the color of the screen colors and the layout of the watch screen as well, so you can personalize it. The Sirius is made for the avid diver who wants to wear it every day as a wristwatch and not have the chance of forgetting it on their dive, because it's already attached onto their wrist. They can just dive straight into the water and continue with their day. Split fins come and go in popularity throughout the years, and gauging in the number of new split fin designs that are being released recently, this year might be the year that split fins come back into fashion. The TUSA Hylex Zoom are a modern take on the split fin. The two sides have 6 panels to reduce drag in the water, further increasing efficiency. The Hylex in the name means that you can separate the blade from the foot pocket for easier packing, and the blades are set at an angle which makes them a bit harder to put into a bag, but it increases your efficiency in the water, so you're not using quite as much energy from your legs, but you're still getting that propulsion. TUSA's universal bungee strap makes it easier to get the perfect fin strap length, as well as making donning and doffing your fins far easier. Gone are the days of ratchet straps that you have to adjust even during the dive. Now we have a universal strap that you just adjust once, and then for every dive, just with a single finger, you can just pull it over your heel, and they're constantly adjusting even as your boots compress at depth. The fourth element, Hydro Stinger suit, is basically a full body rash vest. As the name suggests, it's to help protect you from stings from marine life, as well as protect you from scrapes with wet skin. Jellyfish and other marine life with stinging cells fire those microscopic little stingers only when they come in contact with certain triggers, like your delicate skin, but they don't fire very far. And something as thin as a rash vest material is thick enough to prevent most stings if they even do fire. So the Stinger suit has a built-in hood, and it also has gloves. So as long as you're sensible and you're not plowing face first into some jellyfish, you're pretty covered, literally. There's no good way to cover your entire face in the water. Luckily your mask covers quite a lot of it, and your boots cover your feet, but for everything else you have the Stinger suit that you can also wear by itself, or you can wear it underneath your wetsuit to help you get in and to help again reduce rubbing and rashes. It's also UPF 50+, so it's going to protect you from the sunlight. And as a little bonus, it's made from 85% ocean-bound plastic, so they're removing some plastics and making them into suits. Fins with adjustable trim weights. So divers have been discussing their fin's buoyancy for a while now, and some divers want a fin that's neutrally buoyant. Others want something that's negative, some might want them if they're positive. So Scubapro made a fin that you can choose for the dive ahead. Small blocks of stainless steel fit into the blade of the fin, and you can add and remove them to adjust just how buoyant each fin is for what you require. So if you're changing from salt water to fresh water and vice versa, you can change the buoyancy of the fin on the go without having to wear 2 fins or sacrifice your trim. The fins themselves are very tough. They're nice and short as well. They were inspired by the modern vented fin, which have been quite popular in recent years. The S-TEK also disassemble, so that you can separate the foot pocket from the blade for travel, or if you have different size boots. Again, if you're going from dry suit boots to wetsuit boots, you can just get a smaller foot pocket. You don't have to buy a completely new pair of fins. The blade itself is made quite stiff to give you plenty of propulsion in the water, and the bungee heel straps are just standard today, so it just makes life a lot easier when you're trying to don and doff your fins. So there were 10 things that caught my eye so far this year, but what new diving equipment has caught your attention so far in 2023? Have you invested in any of these? Let us know in the comments below what they're like, whether you recommend any of them for other scuba divers, or if you don't. Also, if they're no good, let people know down in the comments below. And if there's anything that I missed out because I'm only really looking at the real top tier manufacturers, then pop any new bits of equipment down in the comments before heading over to our website scubadivermag.com and subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in any of these new bits of diving equipment, then why not check out today's sponsor, scuba.com. Thank you for watching, everybody, and of course, safe diving.